Ever wonder what it's like to live in a different city? Three people in different neighborhoods invite us into their homes and give us a glimpse of what it's like to live in Delhi, India. This is Apartments Around the World.
Hi, I'm Sukanya and today I'll be showing you around my house in Delhi. So Delhi has a really bad reputation. It is not really known to be a safe city, especially for women. But one thing which Delhi is amazing at and will surpass any city in India is food. Delhi has the best food. So I live in South Delhi, specifically in the Hauz Khas region. I live in this apartment with my parents. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom house. I have been living here since I was 10 years old. Okay, so I live on the first floor. The first thing that you see when you open the house is the kitchen. The kitchen is really narrow and really long, and it's really difficult for people to stand back by back and cook. So this is the area where we keep all our spices. As you know, in an Indian household, spices are really important. So you obviously need a designated shelf for that. This is my dining table. So this is a very interesting piece in the house because this entire dining table is a huge slab of marble. It's really heavy, you cannot push it, you cannot do anything. Then here we have the bar, which is arguably the least used area. For some reason we have a bar but we never make drinks over here. Okay, so this is the drawing room area. It's really open and it's really wide and I love that. You can fit a lot of people at the same time. What I love the most about this area is that there is no wall which divides the dining room and the drawing room from each other. So it feels like one big open space, which I really love. This is the place where the family comes together and hangs and likes to watch TV and whatnot. It is probably the room which is used the most out of everything in the house. Also, the fun fact about this is these doors also open up. So once these doors open up, the drawing room, dining room and the TV room has no walls in the middle, which makes it this huge space. So it's really fun to throw parties here because there's just too much space and you can host large amount of people. The balcony is pretty long and narrow. We have lots of greenery, lots of plants because my mom loves plants. So this is an overview of my room. I think I'm one of the only people who still has a landline in a house. So this entire wall in my room is made up of the window and the cupboard. So this is my cupboard. It's a little messy. I only use this and this space. All of that space is for our quilts that we use in the winter time. All the bedrooms have an attached bath with it. This is mine. So this is my bathroom mirror. I absolutely love it because it has these really colorful stars and moons and everything. It's an old mirror from my childhood, so it does not really go with the theme of the bathroom anymore because we got it redone, but I still love this mirror. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you like the houses in Delhi.
Hi guys, my name is Karthik. I'm a student and I'm currently in my final year of college and I'm also interning with BuzzFeed India right now. So I live in Indrapuram, Ghaziabad, which is the eastern part of Delhi NCR. Okay, so my house has one living room / dining room, one kitchen, one balcony, 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. I live here with my parents, my elder sister and my grandmother, and we've been living here for more than 15 years now. My family owns this place, so we don't give any rent, but the rent would approximately come to rupees 15,000 per month. One thing that I really like about this neighborhood is the street food. I just have to go downstairs and I'll see 5 or 6 different stalls every day, and I'm all about food, so this is one thing that I like about this area.
So this is my living room. I really love the energy that this room radiates, especially because of the colors. We've got the shoe rack here with a bunch of hand sanitizers on top of it. We all know who to thank for that. There's the fridge with a bunch of magnets on it. And then there's the dining table. Honestly, no one really eats here anymore because we're all just so tired. We end up eating in the bedrooms. And here we have a sofa set along with a center table and a single bed. So the reason why we have a bed in our living room is because sometimes either my sister or I end up sleeping here when the weather outside is really good, because otherwise we have to share our room. Now going inside the first bedroom, this room is actually pretty huge because we've got 4 cupboards, 1 bookshelf, 1 computer table, 1 dressing table, and still a lot of walking space available. And on this small cabinet, as you can see, we've got a couple of photos. So these are very interesting because these are actually photographs of sketches that my father used to draw back in the 80s and 90s. There's Michael Jackson on the left and Raj Kapoor on the right. He was a famous Bollywood actor back in the day. So since we really like these photographs, we've actually put them at random places in our house. And here we have this huge wardrobe with a lot of cabinets on top. So this is actually pretty new. We built it recently and it saved us a lot of space because of all the cabinets that are on top of it. And here we have this extremely old, messy bookshelf. It actually belonged to my grandfather and I think that's why we still have it. It's kind of like a souvenir and it's been like this forever, so nobody really ends up arranging the stuff inside of it properly. And moving ahead, we have the window right here. I really like these windows because they've got these sliding doors. So basically they give you the feel of a balcony without it actually being a balcony. So if the weather is nice, you can just sit here and look outside. I sometimes do that, especially when it's rainy. So this is the washroom that is attached with this bedroom. We have the washing machine right here and the toilet. And now moving to the balcony. So we actually converted this into a room. We have some cabinets on top here as well, an almirah and the household shrine. So this room actually serves a lot of purposes, as you can probably guess. It also has these sliding windows like the other rooms, so that makes up for the balcony part. And now going inside the second bedroom, so this is where I sleep along with my sister and my grandmother. We have a double bed and a single bed here, along with a TV cabinet and a small wardrobe. This room has the exact same windows like the other two rooms. One thing that I like about this room is that this window is right next to the bed. So when the weather is really nice, I can just sit here, look outside and relax. And now going to the kitchen. So the kitchen is right next to the living room and this bedroom. As you can see, we have a lot of cabinets in here as well. And in this cabinet, we keep the good utensils. So it's a very Indian thing to do that. People keep different utensils for when guests arrive at your house and different utensils for your regular and everyday use. And now going to the rooftop, we have some plants midway. So this is what it looks like. We have a lot of plants here that my parents and my grandmother take care of usually. And we have this terrace to ourselves since we live on the top floor. I actually love this place because it's very peaceful here, especially for early morning or late night walks. It has actually acted like a savior in the times of COVID because this is the only place where we could go to get some fresh air and stuff.
Thank you for watching this video and I hope you guys like the tour of my house.
Hi, I'm Abhimanyu, I'm 20 and I live in Lajpat Nagar 2. It's a locality in southeast Delhi and Lajpat Nagar is pretty famous for Central Market. And those of you who don't know what Central Market is, it's a humongous bazaar where you can literally buy anything you want at dirt cheap prices. And like any other locality in Delhi, you can find absolutely delicious food here. Also, I live with my parents in a 2 BHK house. It's roughly 850 to 900 square feet large and they pay 23,000 rupees per month. The highlight of this house in my opinion are the two balconies. The attached balcony overlooks like a whole ton of greenery and is really pretty, especially in the mornings and especially during winters. So these are the stairs that lead up to the main balcony. On the right is the cabinet we use to store our shoes and old newspapers. It's a really nice space, it's large, you can have like a proper family sit down here or get together. So a lot of houses in Delhi have like two doors. One's usually a grill door that you open out, which kind of leads us into like the main door. So this is our living room. This is what it looks like. This is a little table that we have that my parents used to work on, and that's a dining table that absolutely no one uses. And this is our seating arrangement in this house. In our living room, that's a little cabin that we have to store like our mats and all that we used to keep here. And that's a little TV that we have placed on top of a little cabinet. Now the living room leads us into the first room. This is where my parents sleep. That's the wardrobe. Now that used to be my mom's work desk, but since my dad shifted to Bombay for work, I have taken over that. Now this leads us into the kitchen. Now on the left is the refrigerator and a very questionable glass painting I made when I was 10, I guess. It's pretty weird. Now we have a couple of cabinets here that store like kitchen stuff, like plastic packets and other packets and stuff. Now we have a little space for our temple as well. My mom usually utilizes that. These are our cabinets. It's pretty nice, it's pretty spacious. The only thing I don't like about the kitchen is that these cabinets and these drawers, they open pretty weirdly. As you can see, if I open one, it like pulls out the other from the bottom, which is really irritating. These drawers and cabinets really test my patience. Now we move on to the last bedroom. This is mine, this is my bedroom. That's my bed and that's what my room looks like. So that's the bathroom. It's a little narrow, but it's fine. It gets like the job done, so I don't really have a problem with that. Now, like I said earlier, the highlight of the house for me is the attached balcony. So this is what it looks like. It's basic. It's pretty narrow. It's a little small, but it doesn't really matter because it's really pretty too. And as you can see, like it opens out and you can see like a truckload of greenery, and it's really pretty in the mornings. So that's the entirety. That's the entire house for you guys. Thanks for watching.